good afternoon, good morning to some. This is the wake up call right here on my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. I'm trying to get more content put on my YouTube channel. Finding ways to fade off Facebook little by little. But I digress. If you haven't been paying attention, if you're watching the global news, I kind of keep my eyes on the BBC News and current events that are going on worldwide. But if you've been paying attention to what's going on globally, you will see that, you know, I was watching on the PBS News Hour a couple days ago that they were showing how the solar flares that are coming from outer space, from the sun, how they're becoming more and more sporadic. They're seeing more of more plasmic burst going on up there in the sun and up in the atmosphere. And here in the south of Florida, we can see that the humidity and the heat, of course, is getting more and more. It's getting hotter and hotter by the years, you know, guys. And as we can see, from the 2000s, early 2000s to now 2020 and Lord's will and beyond, it's going to get hotter. And, you know, there's meteorites and things that are coming upon the horizon that are out in space that NASA is not really talking about here in the South in Florida. And you know, they just got done getting the space program back up into the fold, you know, and they're out, you know, using with your boy Elon Musk out there doing the Rocket X and shooting out the 5G cell phone towers and the 5G satellites and all those other things that's going on in the atmosphere. You know where I'm going with this. For the ones that are awake, we know here in the last days, in the last hour, I like to say now, that we're living in a time where all these things must come to pass, but the Lord says the end is still not yet. So when we know all these things must come to pass, we know all these things are happening, I think we need to continue to be in prayer, continue to be in fellowship with like-minded brothers and sisters in the faith, and know without a shadow of a doubt that we need to prepare our house more now than ever before, because it's very important that we see these things, that we analyze it, understand it, and then we must do our own due diligence to pay attention. Because I think a lot of us are so focused on the Antifa and the propaganda in the COVID-19 phenomenon and all those other different things, but we're not really paying attention to what's going on globally. So keep your eyes on Israel. You see that the Palestinians and all these other different things, they're moving over to the West Bank. We see a lot of things going on over there in Israel. Keep your mind and keep your eyes on Israel, brothers and sisters. That is God's holy land, and we got to remember that Yeshua said that these things in the book of Revelations, in different books, and even the prophets, Ezekiel, and then even the book of Daniel, they spoke of these things. The war of Gog and Magog must come to the fold, and we see these things coming to pass. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, at Ramon King 904. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I like to call it the wake-up call because that's what it is. And I try to stay informed, and I try to keep you guys informed the best way I can. Kingdom coming. Shalom.